Good morning. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. What's on my mind right now is when people hurt us or when people are mean to us, how can we respond? Usually people, when they're hurt, they try and retaliate and hurt the other person back. I hope that this isn't the case any longer for any of us humans. I hope that instead of trying to hurt other people back, which is an attempt to protect ourselves, by hurting them enough that they'll be afraid to hurt us again in the future, I hope that we can step out of our limited view and try and understand them more. And this will make all the difference. If anyone is hurtful or mean, this is because they're out of balance themselves. They're out of inner peace. They're out of harmony. They're not feeling well. We may as well say that they're psychologically and emotionally unwell, that they're suffering quite a lot. And really, they don't need more suffering and more hurt from us, do they? Why not let us open our hearts and respond with understanding from the heart and love and care and compassion for them as another human being who's in pain and suffering and who needs help. So why not let us try and help them, at least. At least if we don't feel up to helping them because we're suffering so much ourselves, at least we can quit the battle with them from our heart and not to try and hurt them anymore. Because you've probably seen in the past, what happens is there's a big cycle where you hurt them and they hurt you, and then they respond with trying to hurt you even more, and this big fight and hurtful event keeps going on, and it really affects our own lives and it affects their lives. It makes a lot of suffering and sadness and misery, and we're all connected, so it doesn't just affect their lives, it affects their friends and their family and people they meet on the street and spend time with. They carry the stress and hurt and pain too. So maybe please try not to hurt people anymore who've hurt us, but try and understand the person. Anyone who does a mean thing, I already said, they're not very well, so as well as being maybe not very well, which is obvious, they don't have enough awareness. Their awareness or spiritual maturity isn't to a high enough point that they're not doing that behavior anymore. If someone was spiritually mature, emotionally and mentally well, then of course they wouldn't do anything to hurt anybody, ever. So people, adults, they're very much like children in the sense that they're often very much not mature at all. And they're still going around carrying on tit for tat and hurting each other's and not understanding things at all. They're seeing what's not there and they're not seeing what is there. So their mind is making up a whole lot of stories about life and events and other people and themselves. And actually most of it isn't even true. So this leads to great suffering. So we can help these people if we want and if we feel up to it, if we wish to. If these people are very harmful or destructive, or we don't feel well enough ourselves to try and help them, what we can do is just try and understand them and to nurture a peacefulness in our hearts towards them through understanding them more, why they're behaving and knowing that they're not well and that they're spiritually, mentally, emotionally, they're sort of spiritually immature. I don't mean that as a criticism now, of course, just as an observation. But we can try and help them also if we feel up to it, and this will obviously help ourselves, especially if it's somebody in our lives that we can't necessarily avoid. If someone is harmful or hurtful to us, then we might want to consider leaving the situation or leaving this person. Just to consider it as a possibility, or else try and set up new healthy boundaries with this person. And setting up new healthy boundaries is best done when we have peacefulness in our hearts from understanding this person and feeling care and love towards this person, which come from understanding the person, knowing that they're a human being just like us, and that they woke up this morning, they opened their eyes, they got out of bed, and they got dressed, and they brushed their teeth, and they have hurts and stresses and pains just like us, and that they're trying to manage life, they're trying to get by, and they're often struggling and just doing their best, and with their limited awareness and limited understanding of themselves, they're often making a bit of a mess of things, and with making a mess of things, they're suffering a lot. They're very, very, very sad and unhappy people. So please, I hope we can just not hurt them anymore. They don't need any more hurting. They need more healing, and we can help that. But people really, they're just like us. When we look at a person and they're clothed and they're working or they're in our family, just know that they're just trying to deal with life too. And they grew up probably in the same unenlightened, spiritually primitive, backward asleep society with parents who didn't really know any better, and society and school and friends who were equally lost in thought, lost in believing things that weren't true, lost in negative behaviours. So this totally influenced them, of course. So we can't necessarily blame one person for being mean. We gotta blame their whole life's events and everything that's connected to them, and everything that influenced the things that were influencing them, and everything that influenced the things that were influencing them, etc. You can't pinpoint blame on one person. Totally. Everyone's responsible for their own actions, but everyone will suffer the consequences or the effects of their choices. But someone who's making unconscious, unaware actions due to their conditioning of the society, etc., in a sense, they're not really responsible, actually, which is funny. They're not really. People will say we're all responsible for our actions, but if people don't even know what they're thinking and don't even know what they're feeling, they're just reacting out of complete sleepiness, complete unawareness, and complete lack of understanding. They're just a reaction to an event. So they will, of course, suffer the effect of their harmful actions, etc. But think about this. I was talking about a child. Children and adults are very much similar. If a child, this is like kind of lighthearted now, actually, a little bit. Often if someone is mean to us, we hold a grudge and start thinking about this all day long. We start to fester, and we start to feel really bad and get angry at these people, this person. We feel upset, feel stressed. We feel that we are right and that this person is wrong. And we give it so much attention and energy. Kids. But let's imagine now a child threw a snowball at you, okay, and it hits you on the arm. Would you spend the rest of the day dwelling on this and thinking about how cruel this child is, how mean and how inconsiderate this child is? Would you start ringing your friends and start complaining to everyone that this child threw a snowball at me? This horrible person. Who do they think they are? They shouldn't be throwing snowballs at me. Why are they throwing snowballs at people? Doesn't he know that I have a sore arm? Or but this is what us people, adults, do with other adults who carry on and hurt our feelings and do strange things, mean things, etc. These people who are doing these mean things and hurtful things, etc., they're out of their minds. In a sense, they're unaware and they don't understand. They don't have spiritual understanding. They don't have awareness. They don't know the effects of their actions properly. They don't know what's going on in life. They're just like immature, and that's not a criticism. Again, it's just an observation. Like it's true. Most people don't know how to handle their thoughts or emotions, let alone get on well with other people. And that's like the way children are. Children don't have an understanding too because they're so young. So it sounds silly to hold a big resentment and grudge and take on board like a huge victim identity of yourself if a child threw a snowball at you. But how silly is it also to start doing this again with adults? You know, creating a huge like conflict scenario in your head, a huge conflict story that you're telling everybody. It's huge drama. None of that is necessary. Just know the story. They're unwell. They don't have the awareness to act in harmony and peacefulness. They're out of balance. They're out of harmony. Just let go of it. You don't have to take it on board. Let it wash off your body. Take it like, let it wash away like water. You know, and then you can teach them the healthy boundaries and tell them what's not acceptable and what is acceptable, and tell them what you'd like in the future, etc., etc. And if you don't have an opportunity to do that, at least you're not bogged down with all of your like really strong, uncomfortable emotions of hurt, etc. And you're not wasting your time and wasting your life feeling and telling stories about like how feeling bad and telling stories about how bad the other person is. And likewise, always love yourself. This is the foundation. Understand yourself. Let go of your blaming yourself for doing things in the past, or for feeling resentful to others or to yourself. Let go of feeling guilty. Let go of non-forgiveness towards others or yourself. You equally, and other people, you didn't have the awareness, and that's because you grew up in an unenlightened society, which was really crazy. So just forgive yourself. You can't pinpoint responsibility just on you. You had parents and family and friends and neighbours and society who are totally conditioning, hypnotizing you, brainwashing you, just influencing you. So if you had the awareness, you wouldn't have acted the way you did. Same with the people in the past. Same with the people now. So just understand this. Forgive easily and quickly. Don't take things very personally. Take things with a smile and bring in gratitude. Be grateful for your understanding and awareness that you have now. Be grateful for the people that are causing you stress. Truly, they can't cause you stress. It's your reaction to them that creates any stress or feeling in your body, inside of yourself. But be grateful for this because it allows you to look at yourself and to grow in your own awareness and to understand any sensitive, unhealed parts within yourself, to become aware of any automatic conditioned thoughts and judgments you have of yourself and other people. And as you become aware, the ego will just dissolve naturally itself. You don't have to try and get rid of it or have a battle with the ego. Just become aware of it and watch it without criticizing and without condemning what you see and hear going on in your head and what you see other people doing. No need for criticism or condemnation. Just become aware and understand. And with this, peace and love and compassion and empathy and understanding will come inside of you. And everything will get way better in your life. You'll feel way better and much freer and lighter. You can heal all the stuff from the past. Accept any emotion that comes up inside of you now. Accept, allow, feel, embrace. And let it go. It goes away. Just feel it and it'll go away. So no more conflict, I hope. Lots of love. I better go. Have a lovely day. It's coming up to 15 minutes. Thank you for being here with me. Please share this video if you like it. Enjoy the video. I loved talking with you. I don't know where you are in the world, but I'm here in Ireland in my front garden. It's a lovely morning on Wednesday, at the end of March 2011. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I want to change the world, and I want us all to get along, be friends and happy together, not be fighting anymore, be happy and friends together. So feel free to share the video too, if you like it, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace out. Bye.